A very quick look at horizontal versus vertical lines, or zero versus undefined. So now I have two examples of the same question. We're going to find the equation in standard form for the horizontal and vertical line through a given coordinate. My first coordinate is 3, -4, and that's approximately there. So I've got 3, -4. I'm going to draw a horizontal line through it. And then to figure out the equation, I'm just going to give a couple of guide coordinates, maybe 3 of them. Now, knowing that this is my y-axis and I've drawn my line horizontally, I know that that level is -4. So I'll just make a big 4 here, and we know it's negative. So my guide coordinates, I don't really know what x is. I'm going to guess in a moment. But I know for sure that the y value is -4. So using the same scale, I'm going to call this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, -8. And I'll call that -2. And I'll call this +10. Now I can have an infinite number of coordinates along here, but the one constant is that y is always going to be -4. So the equation of a horizontal line is y equaling a number. In this case, it's -4. If I drew my line down here, that line might be y equals -10. The x values have an infinite number. Y is constantly going to be one value, -4, -10. It's going to erase that so I can now do the vertical line. So a vertical line passing through that coordinate. I'll use the same strategy to explain it. A couple of guide coordinates, 1, 2, and 3. So the one thing I absolutely know on the x side is that I'm starting at 3. So this value here along the x-axis is +3. So the coordinate there is going to start with a 3 each and every time. I'm going to guess the y value. So I'll guess, given my scale, 8, and maybe a 3. And down here, a -7 perhaps. Doesn't really matter. So in this case, you see that x is always going to be 3, and the y value has an infinite number of choices. But it's constant that x would equal 3. And that can be said for another line. If I chose to draw one here, for example, in this case, again, guessing approximately -8. So horizontal and vertical lines have one value for either x or y. And in my second example, I'll follow through with giving you the equation in standard form for each of them. So approximately -5, 7, I'm going to say it's there. It's in the right quadrant at least. And I'm going to draw a vertical line. So the vertical line is x equals a number, and x in this case is -5. And in standard form, remember that standard form is ax plus by plus c equals 0. You pull the 5 across, it becomes positive, equals 0, and that then is standard form. My horizontal line would be y equals 7, and again, following the standard form, it would be y minus 7 equals 0. Now, different countries do this differently. In Canada, where I am, this is how we deal with standard form. In the United States, this would actually be the standard form. And that's it. Thanks for listening.